Hey Mike, what are we doing today?
So we are at the Pavilnys Regional Park taking the owl path, apparently.
It's about 4 kilometers long. It's just a circle loop and just something fun to do outside of Vilnius. There's an obstacle in our route.
Yeah, I don't think you can go any further.
No?
No.
We followed the path, and it's not a very good path. It doesn't. We went down a couple of wrong ends and got back on it, but the middle of the path is this dam, and then this area that basically looks like a wedding banquet hall. So there's tables all over, and then there's restaurants and stuff. Everything's closed, so it's kind of eerie because there's a bunch of chairs and tables everywhere, but nobody around except for some light walkers like us. So a little creepy, but we found a nice spot for lunch. Crazy long going down. And when we go down, what does it mean? Hey Mike, want to know the best thing about hiking in the fall? No mosquitoes. All right, try that smoothie. Blueberry and ginger. Yeah, there's some ginger in that, isn't there? Lavas and good morning. Today we were going to do a day trip to the Parasceve archaeology site. It's about an hour-and-a-half bus ride there, and we were a little too anxious about doing it because there's only one bus ride there and there's only one bus ride coming back. And after reviewing it, we just decided it wasn't our thing to do. So instead, we're gonna go to one of the museums, the old arsenal, which has a lot of the archaeological artifacts from the area. We also stopped this morning at a really nice cafe and had a really nice second breakfast. And then we'll see where the day takes us. Found our first Orthodox church, so I felt like I had to go in and see.
Behind me is Gediminas Tower, and the significance of this is that it's on top of this hill, so it was one of the defensive towers. There wasn't too many in the area, but this is one of them that's left over. And the funny story behind this is that Russians had planted all of these trees around the hill, and at some point the Lithuanian government, after taking back over, was, for whatever reason, tempted to remove said trees, and then the mudslide started happening. And it's estimated that they have spent somewhere around 12 million euro to keep the hill from sliding down on itself, and they think that the estimate's going to be closer to 30 million when everything's all said and done. So one of the most expensive hills in Lithuania.
We just finished the archaeology museum. It was really well done. They had a free audio guide for us, and maybe it helped that we were the only people there.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was so good to see all of the area archaeological finds, and on top of that, they actually showed pictures and photos of where they found the particular products you were looking at. So it was pretty impressive. Even the narrator to be able to tell you exactly why they set it up the way they did, and it was just overall, like, if you're ever in Vilnius, come to the old arsenal to check out the archaeological site and stuff, because it's really fun.
And now we're gonna go to the mall.
All right, let's see how this goes. That's not very exciting.
Huh?
That's not very exciting. So wild. We are wrapping up our time in Lithuania, and just wanted to give our final thoughts on what we thought of the country.
We'll start with the things that we didn't really like, and there wasn't much. We were only here for 7 days, and so we didn't find much to complain about. There's a lot of cars here. There's not a lot of pedestrian areas, so you really have to stick to the sidewalk. And I guess transportation, it was really hard for us to get anywhere outside of Vilnius. That could be the season. We're here in September, end of September.
Yeah, so it seems like as soon as the tourist season kind of finishes, then that all tour companies are basically done. I'm not sure if that's just a combination of also the pandemic, as we are here during that time as well.
But overall, there's not a lot of bad things to say.
Yeah.
Good things, I mean, the people are very friendly here. A lot of them speak English, or they'll come up to you and they'll start talking to you, and you'll say, "Oh, English," and they'll start talking to you in English, which is really nice. Everyone I've run into are very, very nice people. Food was good. We didn't eat a lot out, but when we did, it was all good. Like, I didn't complain about anything. They're taking the world situation very seriously. So, like, to go into McDonald's, we had to show our cards. To go into a lot of other restaurants, to go into malls, you have to show your card, otherwise you're not getting it.
Your vaccination card.
Your vaccination card, or your proof of not being sick. So I appreciate that. I don't mind having to do that. I don't mind that at all. I really like the history here, how Lithuania was the last country to convert to Christianity, and so therefore a lot of their traditions from before Christianity still kind of play into things. I wish I met some more Lithuanians and learned more about that, but what I learned online was really interesting. But I like mythology, so that's kind of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall I enjoyed Lithuania, but
Yeah.
we were here for a week, which I think was too long. If we had added some more day tours, I think that would have made it well. But 3-4 days in Vilnius, that'd be great. We saw a lot of great museums.
Yep. Yeah, the archaeology museum's really good here. I mean, the other thing too is just maybe trying this when it's peak season as opposed to off season. That could have been a completely different experience, but for what we did overall, it was generally a good experience, I think.
Yeah.